Now, Good Morning Maryland at 9.
President Barack Obama is warning Congress this morning to not send him a spending bill with drastic cuts for the current budget. The House is considering hundreds of proposed amendments to a spending measure needed to keep the government operating past early March. They could cut up to $61 billion. The president says such cuts could hurt a fragile recovery. Today, the president will sit down with Senate Democratic leaders to talk about his 2012 budget proposal and the Republican cuts as well. And on Monday, as we know, President Obama was in Baltimore County. It was very exciting, visiting Parkville Middle School, not only to talk about the budget proposals, but also including his plans to fund educational programs. His proposals are something that those in education are certainly happy to see. Baltimore Teachers Union President Marietta English joins us this morning live from Denver. Good morning.
Good morning.
All right, so first of all, can you explain to everybody what you're doing in Denver? We're used to seeing you here in Baltimore.
All right, well, we're here in Denver. There are several districts that have been invited to talk about labor management, how we can get along and not be at each other's throats as far as negotiating and working for our children.
Now, Marietta, I want to get to everything with the president, specifically the budget and education. But first, can we talk a little bit about his visit? I know that you're with the city and he was out in the county, but it had to be exciting to have the commander-in-chief so close to your community and so close to educators in your community.
Right, it certainly was, except that by me being in the city, I was not invited to that school for that to participate in that activity. But it was exciting knowing that he was in Baltimore to talk about education.
Now, what did you think about what he had to say? And you know, I think that educators for a long time have sort of felt like, you know, of course we need more money, and it's sort of an area that's been neglected. So was it nice to see, you know, the leader of our country talk about that?
It certainly was. It was exciting to know that there were just modest cuts in the budget and some modest increases in spending. So we're excited about that. Where
do we need the increases? What do you think?
Well, I think we need it at the school level with the infrastructure. In Baltimore, you know, our schools are old and the buildings need much repair. Our facilities need much repair. So we need it along with the facilities and in program.
You mentioned the schools that are in need of repair, and that's certainly been a big story this morning after what happened at Dickey Hill. The school, for the second time in 1 week, closed due to a carbon monoxide leak. I know you were out in Denver when this happened yesterday for the second time, but I mean, this is something that we need to take seriously, not only for the kids that go to school there, but for the teachers as well.
Right, that was a leak that they've been trying to repair, and I understood that it was a problem yesterday. But it's something, like I said, that our facilities do need work, and they're working very hard to fix that problem.
What is the chatter kind of going around Denver right now this morning, and while you've been there, just about what the president has been saying about, you know, his proposed budget and education?
Well, actually, we've been talking about working together as labor and management, and it hasn't been much talk about the president's budget, but it's been more talk about how districts can come together and work collaboratively for the achievement of our students.
All right. Well, Baltimore Teachers Union President Marietta English, always a pleasure to talk to you, and thank you for joining us. I know it's very early in the morning out there in Denver.
Thank you.